I was actually having a conversation with my accountant, and she brought it up, you know, how are you gonna let this place? And I was like, oh yeah, I'd not thought of that. And she actually mentioned Menai Holidays. She used them, she goes to Anglesey a lot. She's used them numerous times, and she said, you know, I'd really recommend these guys. She actually gave me a direct contact. She'd used them that often. She'd spoke to a certain person at Menai, called him, and he was just really passionate about the place, and he could see our ideas. He jumped in with how we'd furnish it and little bits and pieces, so straight away he gave us some really sound advice, told us how the whole process works. So in terms of picking an agent, it was a little bit of a no-brainer really. We sort of made that decision before one of the properties was even ready to go. I think we chose to go with an agent rather than trying to manage this ourselves. The main reason is they pay a lot of money to get in the right places at the right times, and they've got the staff in place with the knowledge to help, you know, a guest that had never used a holiday let site before. They know how to structure the pricing, you know, in the busier periods and this, that and the other. If you were to do something like that yourself, you're going to have to, you know, for me, you couldn't have another job like you know, like I've got, like the rest of us have got. It would take a lot of time. You'd constantly have to be on, you know, social media and, you know, trying to do that work that Menai and Sykes and, you know, people like that have already got, you know, and they've spent a heck of a lot of money, you know, getting to that. Working with an agency, for me, in my personal situation, complete no-brainer. They get bookings at the right price. They're the first point of contact with the customer. Phone numbers are in the book, but quite often we'll get Menai or Sykes ringing us saying there's a problem here, can you solve it? They help with finding cleaners and other trades if required. So if you are to enter this as a side business, I don't believe you could do it without an agent.